Of these squads, let's start with the visiting Gauchos: Owen Berg, Donovan Todorov, Ryan Wilcox, Dane Chalmers, Dane Johnson, Jack Wilmer, and Max Gordon. For the Stanford Cardinal, same starting lineup as they've had in the previous two matches earlier this year. Justin Louis, the libero, Teo Snui, Ethan Hill, Kevin Lamb, Nathan Litsky, Will Rotman, and Nathaniel Gates. Here at Burnham Pavilion, venerable, historic Burnham Pavilion, which has been the home of Stanford volleyball squads for so many years. Scene of a great wrestling meet, a doubleheader last night. Burnham showing its versatility by hosting volleyball here tonight. Nathan Litsky is back to serve. And away we go, the Card and the Gauchos. Enjoy the match. As Litsky sends the first one into net. He had 7 serve errors in Stanford's win over St. Francis to close out that 2-game set against the Red Flash last week. Stanford winning both of those matches down at Maples last week to open up their season. Here's Jack Walmer serving for the Gauchos. The dig from Walmer. Louis returning the favor, setting up Snui, who's met, but Louis saves it. The quick push from Litsky. There's Wilcox's first hit, and it sends everybody scattering. Louis and Hill, or check that, Lamb, both collided. Louis a bit worse for wear, but he appears to be okay for the most part. Meanwhile, it's 2-0. Ryan Wilcox making his first swing of the night a productive one, hitting .213 on the season, the senior from Honolulu. 2-time All-America honorable mention and All Big West first team last season. Louis stays in. To the far side, Wilcox met at the net. But the point for the Gauchos, 3-0 very quickly. Gauchos head coach, Rick McLaughlin, in his 14th year. Cardinal head coach, John Costi, in his 17th year. Caught up with him briefly before today's match and said, we're going to learn a lot about the squad tonight. Walmer serving again. Quickly, and Gates is able to get it down, and a point for Stanford. Nathaniel Gates, the senior from La Jolla. Last year against UC Irvine, 11 kills on 14 swings, hitting .786 that night. Also 4 block assists. So a very productive day for the Anteaters for Gates last year. That was then, this is now. Foot fault called on Will Rotman. So now the serve to the Gauchos, Ryan Wilcox. Rotman from the back row gets it to go. Off the touch from UCSB, and it's 4-2. Stanford cutting the Gauchos' lead. Gates back to serve. Set from Walmer, the back set. Quick reaction from Wilcox. And just a swing and a miss from Owen Berg. 4-3. Gauchos lead now down to 1. Gates serving again. Bit of a softer serve. Back set from Walmer. They try again. Lamp. This is Lamp, and he gets it to go. 4-4. And the Stanford bench is fired up. 3 straight points for the Cardinal. Hill with terrific net front play, and then Lamp with a terrific finish. Tied at 4. Gaucho's caught between two thoughts. Back set, and a hammer from the freshman, Teo Snooey. Card lead 5-4. Snooey, the freshman from Berkeley. And he has shown moments like that throughout 2+ matches in his Cardinal career. He's also shown the ability to kind of change it up a bit. Use other parts of his arsenal in his scoring toolbox. Tied at 5 now. First set just underway. Crowd still filing into Burnham Pavilion. On the serve from Dane Johnson. Snooey again. Gauchos can't get there. 6-5, and Snooey starting to rack up a couple of points here. Snooey, the one freshman to break into the starting lineup. It's been a much ballyhooed freshman class for the Cardinal with a lot of talent, and we'll see them, I'm sure, as the season goes along. Well done and well handled by the Gauchos. That's Donovan Todorov, the redshirt junior from San Diego, to tie it up at 6 apiece. Todorov hitting .690 on the season coming into this one. Had 5 kills in the Gauchos' last match against UCLA. That was a sweep by the Bruins. Berg sends that one into the net. 7-6, point Cardinal. Kevin Lamp back to serve, the senior from Lake Bluff, Illinois. And you knew that one was going to be long right from the jump. 7 apiece. Brings up Dane Chalmers, all Big West honorable mention last year, redshirt junior from Costa Mesa. Sends that one into the tape. And now both teams trading serve errors. Louis comes out, Gates back in with Ethan Hill to serve. The quick set, maybe a bit too quick. Todorov didn't quite get a good angle on it. (9-7), Stanford with the lead. They were down 4-1 early in this set. To Wilcox. Met at the net. Nathaniel Gates acting like a wall. 10-7 Cardinal. Litsky also given an assist on that block, along with Gates. The long back set from UCSB, rising from the back row. And right now, Stanford has found a rhythm. Kevin Lamp making it 11-7. And Stanford with their second 4-0 run in the early going of this match. Cardinal hitting .600. Wilcox again, cross court, finds the window and gets it to go, 11-8. Well, there are so many different areas of the floor that you can find. And Wilcox with the vision and the talent to be able to get balls where they need to go to score his team points. Terrific and tough angle there from Wilcox. 11-8. That one just kissed the tape. Snooey just kisses that one. Gauchos, too many touches. UCSB doesn't quite think so. Upper official says nope, that was 4. Wilcox says no, that wasn't it at all. Wilcox making his case to no avail. Point goes on the board, it's 12-8. Snewy with 3 kills in the early going. And Nathan Litsky back to serve, the senior from Austin, Texas. Stanford will be in Austin this time next week. Rising from the back row, Dane Chalmers, celebrating his birthday early. Turns 22 on Monday. That brings the Gauchos to back within 3. Jack Walmer serving, sophomore, redshirt sophomore, transfer from Hawaii, originally from Manhattan Beach, California. Played in 27 matches for the national champs last year. Walmer tracks it down. Gordon has to play it over. Snewy. Yes, sir. 13-9 Stanford. And Snewy with a bit of a tough angle there. The angle not quite as acute as the one Wilcox was able to find a few moments ago, but that one was pretty tough too. Card back up by 4, and Will Rotman serving. 13-10. Will Rotman, of course, from Santa Barbara. His brother Alex, a freshman on the team. Both those young men went to Santa Barbara High School, so I'm sure that they have some direct ties to the Gauchos and the program. 14-10. Gates out, Hill back in. And Chris Kelly coming in to serve. John Costy's been impressed with what he's seen from Chris Kelly as he is a setter and helps run the number 2 team. That one well long. 14-11. 5th serve error for Stanford tonight. So Dane Johnson goes back to serve. Johnson, redshirt sophomore, Manhattan Beach. That doesn't have enough on it. So Stanford with 5 serve errors. Gauchos with 4. So both teams just kind of giving the other points at the serve line. Here's Snewy. And there is Ethan Hill. Kevin Lamp there too. 16-11. And a timeout on the floor. Down 4-1 early. Stanford storming back with a couple of 4-0 runs, and they lead the Gauchos 16-11. Quick break. More straight ahead on pac-12.com. Well, talking to John Costi before the season began, I asked him what his big question marks were for the season. He said, look, can we stay healthy? And he took it in an intriguing direction. At that point, winter quarter had not started yet. It did start on the farm here on Monday. Of course, with all students returning, don't quite know what kind of goes around campus a little bit. So he was hoping for the best, especially for this week, that everyone would be healthy and ready to go. Good news for Costi and the Cardinal. They all are, all hands on deck for Stanford for the first of two against UCSB. Next one coming up tomorrow. First one underway. Stanford ahead 16-11 here in the first set. Wilcox rising. The quick poke. Louis was ready for it. Rising. Rotman. Holy smoke. Will Rotman, folks. Sometimes that's all that needs to be said. An emphatic point for the Cardinal. 17-11. Just got it to trickle down the line. Dane Chalmers finding a way and making it 17-12. Chalmers played in the set against the Bruins last week. Came into this one hitting .217 on the season. It's Owen Berg back to serve, the redshirt freshman from Thousand Oaks. And that hit Chalmers in the back. Kind of a rough start for Owen Berg. Had an attack error in which he almost swung and completely missed. Put one into the net on one serve and put that one into his teammate's back on a second serve attempt from Berg. By the way, it's his 20th birthday today, so it hasn't been too kind to him on the floor so far tonight. Gauch was out of system. The quick set rather. And that one goes into the net. Ethan Hill had big designs on that one. Instead, it's now a 5-point Cardinal lead with the Gauchos happily accepting the honors. Trying the tough angle. Todorov didn't get enough on it. And it didn't even clear the net. 19-13. Gauchos hitting .095 as of right now. Stanford hitting .500 as a team. Todorov hitting -250. Wilcox gets it to fall. He was hitting .500 before that sequence began, so that number will go up. Wilcox led the team last year in kills with 338. Also led the team in serve errors, or serve aces rather, with 28. So Wilcox, one of the very best in the biz, certainly in the Big West at the very least. That's just good teamwork there. Litsky to Gates. And put it right where Gates wanted it. 20-14. Fresh off of that terrific set, Litsky serves. Will Rotman and Nathaniel Gates. We've seen that on a couple of occasions so far tonight. 21-14. And a good thing, too, because earlier in that sequence, it appeared that a couple guys were hesitating. Will Rotman won, I believe Gates was approaching the net, and it didn't appear that either one was quite sure which one was going to proceed. But they were to play it over, and then Rotman and Gates able to finish off the point. 21-14. That was a missile from Litsky. And well handled by Dane Johnson. Makes it 21-15. UCSB rattled off the first 3 points of this set, but since then they have not been able to record back-to-back points. So any momentum they've been able to get back, they haven't been able to sustain. Got it down. Barely. Just in the corner. And now it's 21-16. Jack Walmer transferred from Hawaii this past offseason. 6 digs, 1 kill against the Bruins last week. Teo Snui finds a way, and he has a team-high 5 kills. And mentioned this earlier, it's not just, and it's great to see from a freshman, right? You don't have to hammer down every single point. Snui's been able to discern and diagnose when the power is necessary and when it's not. That time it wasn't. Will Rotman the serve. A hard one for Chalmers to handle. And that one was kind of doomed from the start, it seemed, from UCSB, as Chalmers was practically fielding that one on his rump. And UCSB didn't really have a chance out that one, 23-16. Will Rotman serving again. First team All-American last year. Just barely got that down. Gordon saving that one with his fist. Back set, Wilcox. Well, Stanford hitting almost 500 in this first set, but don't lose within that how terrific the Cardinal have been defensively throughout much of this first set. They have been right where the Gauchos have been trying to hit the ball for the most part. And now it's set point. Got it down. Lamp with the finish. And after an early struggle at the start of this set, Stanford quickly restores order and takes the first set over the Gauchos 25